beautiful soulmates, you're welcome back to yet another interesting tutorial. Today I am going to be sharing with you how I cut my basic bodice block for kids wear, and also I am going to be sharing with you the size charts that have helped me for a while now in making kids wear. But you should actually know that these measurements are not standard because some kids come in very chubby, so you want to actually take measurements of chubby clients. Alright, for the first chart we have the 0 to 3 months old, that is the newborn to 3 months, and the shoulder we have here is 7.5, but you can actually make it 7 inches, but 7.5 works perfectly for me. While the half length is 6.5 inches, the chest circumference is 17 inches, the waist circumference is 18 inches, the hip circumference is 19 inches. Now, if you actually take a proper measurement for a child, you find out that most times the chest and the hip is the same measurement, but because they wear diapers, I added 1 inch to the hip. Then the armhole is 3.5, the neck width is 2 inches, the neck depth is 2 inches. You don't want the neck measurement to be too wide or too deep. For 6 to 1 year old, 6 months to 1 year old, the shoulder is 8 inches, the half length is 7.5 inches, the chest circumference is 18 inches, the waist is 20, the hip is 21, armhole 3.75, the neck width is 2 inches, and the neck depth is 2.5. Now you will find out that as the age progresses, the measurement, especially for the shoulder, for the neck width, and for the neck depth, it also increases. This is the neck width and the neck depth. So as they progress in age, it actually increases. You don't want to make it you don't want to use 3 inches for a child. If not, the neckline is going to be wobbly. So this is for 2-year-old, this is for a 3-year-old. You can actually take screenshots of this. Then along the line, while making dresses, you actually find a way to alter it depending on what works for you. Like I said earlier, mind you, some of these kids are very chubby, so if you have the opportunity to take their measurements, please kindly do so. But if they are not chubby, then this might work for you. Alright, so for this drafting, I am going to be working I'm going to be drafting with a child of let's do 2 years old. So we are going to be drafting a basic bodice for a 2-year-old. So the first thing I'm going to do is to divide my paper in 2, and when I measured it, I had 18 inches, so I'm going to divide this 9 inches. So I am marking 9 inches in the middle. Then I'll connect this line. This is actually going to separate the front block from the back block. Alright, I'm going to use a marker to highlight this, so it's going to be very clear. So I am just going to label this the front and the back. This is going to serve as a guide, so you understand what I'm doing perfectly. Then for the back, I am marking 1 inch. This is going to serve as our zipper allowance. So I'm going to go ahead and connect these lines together. Then after that, I am marking the shoulder line. This is going to be a border line for the shoulder. Alright, so I am connecting. This is half inch, you can do 1 inch, it depends on how spacious your paper is. So for a 2-year-old, the half length we are working with is 8 inches. So this is me marking 8 inches on both the front and the back block. After connecting that line, I went ahead to check the shoulder, and the shoulder measurement we have is 9 inches. 9 inches divided by 2, that is going to give you 4.5 inches. So I marked up 4.5 inches. Then from this 1 inch we marked over here, I'm going to place my 4.5 from that zipper line. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and mark out the neck width and the neck depth. Remember, we are making use of neck width and depth of 2.25. So I'm going to mark that, and also for the back, I'm going to make the width for the back 2.25, while the depth for the back is going to be just 1 inch. So remember, depending on the style you're making for the kids, that is actually going to determine the neckline you're creating. But this is for tutorial purposes. Subsequently, I am going to be posting other kids dresses with different necklines. Alright, so I am connecting this just the way you see me do here. So after we are done doing this, we are going to be creating the shoulder slant. Now remember, for adults we actually use 1 inch for adults, but for kids, if you're making for a baby, please use half inch. If you're making for a 2 years old, I think 0.75 should do. So if you're doing shoulder slants for newborn to 1 year, you can do half inch. For 1 year and above, 0.75 is just okay. So from there, I'm going to go ahead and mark the armhole measurement, and the armhole measurement you're marking is 4.5. Also, if you actually notice, the 4.5 for the armhole is also the same thing as your shoulder divided by 2. Alright, so there's no need of calculating your bust divided by 6 plus 1.5, just the way we do for adults, because these babies, of course, they don't have busts, so what are you calculating? So in order to get their armhole, simply divide their shoulder divided by 2. From that shoulder slant, you mark whatever you have. Alright, so that is just the simple way of getting the kids' armhole. So this is going to be the chest line, this is going to be the waist line, that is the half length. Alright, so for kids also, the chest line is, you can reuse the chest line also for the bust line, because they don't have busts, so you don't need the bust line. The chest line works just fine. So what I'm going to do here is to divide the chest line. Remember that what we had was 20 inches divided by 4. That should give us around 5 inches, but we are adding 1 inch for ease. For kids, you add ease because you don't want their dresses to be too tight. These little ones, they grow very fast, so if you're using the exact measurement, they'll end up outgrowing that clothes so fast. So for the waistline, we are going to be dividing their waist divided by 4 plus 1 inch is 1 inch. Now someone might ask, if you do 1 inch, won't it be wobbly? No, it is not going to be wobbly, because kids wear, they actually have belts. That is why we add the belt to kids wear. So if you don't add belt to your children's wear, I think you need to start adding belts. It actually helps give them fitting, and it also helps the parents to save a lot, because the child tends to grow with the dress. Okay, so having said that, I am dividing the waist as well by 4, and I'm adding 1 inch. For the back, the same thing you do for the front, you're repeating the same thing for the back. So we are going to be connecting these lines like so. So after we are done connecting this, I went ahead to work on the zipper bulge. This is actually optional. Alright, so what I did was to come in by half an inch, and I'm going to connect this. The reason why I said this is optional is because this dress is going to have a belt, and of course we added ease, so you won't even notice the zipper bulge. But I actually do this for aesthetics, just to give the dress shape. Then after that, I went ahead to mark 1 inch for the zipper allowance. Then I am going to be connecting this. I'm going to connect the zipper area, the hem, and also the neckline. So if you look closely, you'll notice that I did not return the 0.25 I took. Sorry, what I took for the zipper bulge is 0.25 and not half inch. But of course, you can still make yours to be half inch. It is fine. Now that half inch you're taking, or the 0.25 you're taking, I did not return it because we added ease to this dress. So the only thing is going to shorten the ease at the back. It does not affect your measurements. Then I went ahead to mark the midpoint of this armhole area. Then whatever I have, I'm going to go ahead and connect the armhole like so. Also, if you notice, I did not come in by half an inch for the front. It is optional. You can decide to do that, just come in by half an inch and connect, or you can still decide not to do that. It does not affect your dress. Also, you can actually go ahead and come in by half an inch here and connect back to your armhole. That is if you are making this to be a sleeveless dress. But if it's going to have a sleeve, then just leave your shoulder the way it is. Alright, The next alteration I'm going to be doing here now is for the tummy. Now remember I stated earlier that kids have bigger tummy, so at this waistline you want to come down by 1 inch. All right, on the waistline you come down by 1 inch, so I'm going to mark 1 inch like so. Then we are going to use a curved ruler and connect that 1 inch all the way to the side seam. Now the reason why we are doing this 1 inch is because if a child has tummy and you don't do this, by the time they wear the dress, the half length is going to be shooting up towards the chest line. But when you add this 1 inch for the tummy allowance, by the time they wear it, it's going to fit properly. It's just like a busty person. If you don't give that bust that, it's going to look very funny on the client. The same thing for kids. So for a child that has tummy, you have to consider this, unless the child has a flat tummy. All right, so after that I am going to cut this thing open. Then you can decide to put your seam allowance here. You put half inch for the shoulder line, then you also add half inch for the armhole area. So half inch for the shoulder, half inch for the armhole, then this side seam 1 inch, then the lower part half an inch. Okay, so we are going to be cutting this out. So beautiful soulmates, if you actually got to this part of the video, that means you're getting value. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share this video with soul friends that might find this beneficial, and also drop your comments in the comment section if you have any question. And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Interacting with this video is going to make the YouTube algorithm to know that this video is actually useful, and they'll push it out to more designers who might need this. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and label this as the front bodice, just like this. Then I'm going to cut out the back as well and label it the back bodice. By the time you're done cutting out the back bodice and the front bodice, the side seam should actually match each other. Now if you're conversant with our tutorials, you find out that we always check for these side seams matching each other before we even transfer to our fabric. That is why pattern drafting is very important, because here you're going to spot every mistake and any alteration you need to do. Alright, so guys, if you got value from this tutorial, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. And also you want to check out other videos, we have many more amazing videos uploaded, and trust me, many more amazing videos are also coming your way. Alright, see you in the next video. Bye.